Okay, so this is Miss Turner, and today I'm going to be talking to you about scales on the coordinate plane. So what you had to do was watch this video here on the side where it says click here for an explanation. If you click that link, it opens up to a YouTube video. It's a quick 5-minute video explaining this right here. Okay, so if you didn't understand, I suggest you go watch the video because that's why I put it there. Also, side note, if you wanted this information in Spanish, if you clicked on the little movie icon right here, it would have opened a link, a short, less than 1-minute video of me showing you exactly how to get there, just in case you didn't know. Okay, so the question is asking you to give the coordinates of each brother's house. So I stopped by when I was telling you that that Ted lived at -20, -20, because he lived south and west of the city. Remember, the city is at the center, so the city is at this origin right here, this yellow dot right here. But Ted lived here because he was 20 miles west, because I have to do my x coordinate first, and 20 miles south because I do my y coordinate second. Now they want us to know, well, Ned lives 50 miles north of Ted's house. So in order to figure that out, I had to read my scales. I know that each number or each line is represented by a number that's divisible by 5. How do I know that? Well, getting from 0 to 10, my middle number would be 5. Because what's half of 10? 5. 10 divided by 2, again, 5. But I'm trying to go up 50 miles. So would it make sense to try to go up to 50 up here, all the way up on the coordinate plane, somewhere up there? But I know that each grid line is worth 5, so what number times 5 would get me to 50? Oopsies. What number? 10. So I'm going to go up 10 grid lines, so I'm going to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. At the tip top, that is where Ned lives. Let me move that. Okay. So now I'm going to read my coordinate, which is written as an ordered pair. So my coordinate for Ned's house would be, start at my origin, go west to -20, and then go north up to 30, -20, 30. The order is very important whenever you're writing ordered pairs, hint, hint, the name. Your x coordinate is always first, your y coordinate is always second. You always want to start at the origin, even if you feel like you know where it's going to be. Start at the origin, plot your x coordinate first, then your y coordinate. Okay, let's go on to the next slide. This slide, I wanted you to click on the, oops, let me erase my screen. I wanted you to click on the video. It was just a short little example of me talking to you about the different scales on coordinate planes. Because as we've noticed, scales can range. Like on the example before, we were going by 5s. But you could see a coordinate plane going by 2s. You could even see one going by 3s. And in the next problem, you'll see a different scale. If you click the link here, it also took you to a website where you could play around with the scale yourself. So you could drag the scale, you could make it teeny tiny, or you could make it huge. There's big numbers. Keep zooming out, okay? This slide. All right, so identify the coordinates of each point on the coordinate plane. Name the quadrant where each point is located. So one says point A is 5 units blank, of the origin and 1 unit blank from the origin. Its coordinates are blank. It is in quadrant blank. So over here, right here, it says drag and drop to fill in the blanks. Possibly. Okay, so I'm going to start from the origin, and I'm just going to go over until I get to where A is. So that's going to be 1, 2, -3, -4, -5. And then I'm going to go up since I'm going counting by ones. Even though the scale is at 2, I know that each grid line is worth 1. So this would be 1. So my point is -5, 1. So I'm going to say its coordinates are -5, 1. Now, which way did I go first? I went left first. So I'm going to say it's 5 units left, and it's the furthest distance from the axis. And 1 unit up. And it's in quadrant. Remember, if you don't remember your quadrants, you can make that C. The first point is 1. The second point is 2. So this one is in quadrant 2. The second one says point B is blank units from the origin and blank units down from the origin. Its coordinates are blank. It is in quadrant blank. So this one I didn't really have to do any work. I could have just said, okay, the coordinates are going to go here. The quadrant, that's there because it's the only available stuff left. Now point B is blank units right of the origin. So I'm going to look at my origin. I'll start there. I know my coordinates. Here it is. I know I'm going to plot point B. So I know my coordinates, which are 2, -3. So I'm going to start at my origin, and I'm going to go to the right 2, because my 2 is positive, so I'm going to the right. And each grid line represents 1, so 1, 2. And then since my y coordinate is negative, I'm actually going to be going down. So I'm going to go down 1, 2. Oops, I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3. So there, look, I'm at point B. So I know I went down 3, and my only option left is to put that 2 right there. Okay? Now for numbers 5 and 7, you're going to use this coordinate plane. This one's, the scale is counted by ones, but we have to figure out what is the value of each grid line. So what's in between 0 and 1? Or what's halfway in between? Well, 1 divided by 2 is half. Anytime you're trying to find half of a number, divide by 2. So describe the scale of the graph. The scale is going in halves. I had one person list out all the decimals on the x-axis, which was awesome. So shout out to you. In number 6 and 7, I wanted you to plot the points. So that's why I had different colors. I had this purple point and I had the green one. So my purple one, plot point A at -1/2 and 2. So my x coordinate is -1/2 and my y coordinate is 2. So I'd start at my origin, and then I'm going to move over to half, and then I'm going to move up 2. And there's 2 right there. Okay. Point B, again, start my origin. 2.5, -2. So my x coordinate is 2.5. So I'm going to go to the right because it's positive. And then -2 is negative, so I'm going to go down to -2. And that's where point B is going to be. Okay. Then this slide, this is a cute little song they did. I think you guys would enjoy it, so that's why I put the video there. And then the very last question, it says, okay, Bobby drew a triangle on a 4-quadrant coordinate plane. Bobby wants to place a point inside the triangle. Which ordered pair is located inside the triangle? Now this one, people were so close, so close. We were talking about inside. A lot of y'all were choosing C, and which was -3 3, 1. Let's look at C though. I'm going to start at my origin, and then I'm going to go, then I get to -3. I need to go up 1. If I went up 1, it's right here. It's on the very outside of the triangle, not inside the triangle. But we need to find the point that is inside the triangle. Okay, so I know it's not C. A, what about A? Start at my origin and go to the right 3, because that's my x coordinate, and that's what I start with. So 1, 2, 3, and then I go up 5. 1, 2, 3. See, already I can tell you that's not it because I'm outside the triangle. Okay, and then I have 3, -2. So I'm going to go start my origin, go to 3, 1, 2, 3. Now this 2 is negative, so I'm actually going to be going down. So I'm going to say 1, 2, and look, that's inside the triangle. That's what we're looking for. For the last one was B, B as in boy. Hopefully this was a good explanation or a good clarification for you. In the next activity, you're going to be going on to freckle. I don't know if you did this in elementary. You might have. If you haven't, it's kind of like a quizzes, but it shows you videos after you get a question wrong. It'll show you a video explaining why. If you have trouble logging in, remember you need to enter your class code, which is on the link, and it's in Schoology, and you need to put in your first and last name. But if you need help, message me on Schoology. Okay? All right, I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll talk to you later.